Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jeff. And thank you to all of these amazing people I see out here. Holy cow, y'all could be anywhere doing anything. You chose to be here today with us, celebrating and protecting the Second Amendment, and that deserves a huge applause. Absolutely, that's fantastic. Now, the reason that Jeff told you to come in close wasn't just because it sounds better, but because we always do, the traditional stage selfie. And y'all are so pretty. I want you to be in this. So let's get in here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, say freedom! Fantastic. All right. Well, I do have a thing or two to say. I'm rarely lacking in a thing or two to say. And today I want to talk about, what brings us here today, right? I mean, if you just happened to be walking around and found yourself at the Capitol, you picked the perfect day, right? Did you come out here for the beautiful weather? Right? To spend time with friends and family? With naked faces in public? Ooh, that's fun. We get to do that, right? Yes. So certainly those things, the amazing food trucks, the awesome shopping, but also you came out here to join together with fellow American citizens. Many of you are here in Arizona, but you hail from all over the nation because of the beautiful weather. It brings you here. But we came together out of a deep concern, right? That our basic God-given rights are under assault. There is no way to pretty that up. They are under assault. And specifically, 27 words, right, that our founders penned all those many years ago. These 27 words implemented to protect the individual, you and I, against the power of the government. So what are those words? Let's see if we remember. A well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to not only keep but bear arms shall not be infringed. Can you say it? Shall not be infringed. And they all lived happily ever after, the end. Right? No, it was not the end. It was only the beginning. And our founders knew that the instant they wrote those words, and they had to add the gun rights for dummies clause, the you can't screw this up clause, those 4 words that we just said, let's see if we remember them. Shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed. Right? And the only place they ever put that in the entire Constitution, the entire Bill of Rights, was in those 27 words that protect our right to keep and bear arms, the Second Amendment. They knew it would take extra protection, extra focus, and extra care. And the only thing they promised us, future generations, the people that inherited this amazing roadmap for how to run a nation, was that it would take eternal vigilance in order to keep it. No naps, no days off, no delegating our authority as citizens. So let's talk about authority for a moment. Governments, whether it's the city, the state, or the federal, only have the power that we, the governed, give them. We are the employers and bosses of the people who nowadays want to put us on puppet strings and restrict our rights, our freedoms, and our liberties. The people who work for us want to reach in to the sanctity of our homes through new bills at the federal level. Here's a little gem. Have you guys heard about H.R. 127? What you said, twice. Have you heard about another little gem that they're sneaking in there called H.R. 3030? It's bad stuff. And several right here within our own state legislatures, bills that are written for the sole purpose to turn you and I into criminals. Not for anything that we've done, but simply for something we own. These lawmakers want to reach into your personal and private space. What room do you keep your gun safe in? Maybe your bedroom, right? Well, these greasy-fingered politicians like fill in the blank, pick your favorite, want to reach into the private rooms of your home and take items you paid for with your hard-earned money. They want to paint you in the public eye as somehow mentally unwell through red flag gun laws. Have you guys heard of these things? Thank you. And possibly even put you and I behind bars for simply keeping and bearing arms. Not even for using them. Just owning them is enough for these power-starved political extremists to stay up at night scheming against honest, hardworking moms, dads, grandpas, and grandmas like us, just like you and me, responsibly armed citizens who help to defend and save lives, outdoors men and women who use their tools of self-defense to protect families against predators with 4 legs and with 2. But if you believe the news, right, and we always have to put that in air quote, the news, you would think that there's no such thing as a responsibly armed citizen. Apparently, we don't exist because the news told us we don't, and the politicians treat us as though we don't. The news tells us that guns are only ever used for bad things by bad people. So likely, you never heard on the news this fact. Did you know that every single year, 2.5 million times, lives are saved? Why? Because a responsibly armed citizen was on the scene. Did you further know that 200,000 times every year, a woman prevents a sexual assault? Why? Because she was responsibly armed. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can Google that right up and find out for yourself. And it was supported by, you're never going to believe this, of all the anti-constitutional organizations out there, it was supported by the CDC. What? The Center for Disease Control, in their attempt to paint guns as a health crisis, actually let it slip that guns save lives. They must have choked on their triple mask mandate when they realized that they accidentally let the truth out for just a minute. That responsibly armed citizens, like you, like me, are good for this nation, and they save lives 2.5 million times every year, in every state, in every city, in every neighborhood. And these life-saving tools are vital to the individual safety of our families in our homes. But we know that, you and I, and our founders knew that, which is why they added the Gun Rights for Dummies clause all those many years ago. It's worth saying one more time. What is it? Shall not be infringed. Thank you so much. You are in for an amazing day.